lived in downtown Charleston. Today I'm going to talk to you and inform you about college campuses within communities, within cities, a community that everyone in this room can without a doubt relate to. I'll be discussing issues within the community that both students and residents face on a day-to-day basis. These issues include false identification in relation to underage drinking, crime rate, and noise ordinances. I really need to memorize that. I'll speak first about underage alcohol consumption and false identification. According to a September 2012 article by Diane Nitch in the Post and Courier Online, in recent years, local police have seen an increase in citations for the use of false documentation. With the advances in technology for both making and checking fake IDs, this does not come as a surprise to me. I'm going to share with y'all a confession or a story. The end of my sophomore year of college, I was waiting in line at Boone's Bar and Grill for a friend's birthday. And there was a guy in front of me that was also attending the gathering. And he handed his fake ID to the bouncer, and the bouncer looked at it and said, "I'm sorry, I cannot accept this. This is a fake." So he steps aside, and I proceed to hand my fake identification to the bouncer, and the bouncer repeats the same phrase. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 3 bald men come up and approach us, and they're like, we're going to need to see those IDs, and they turned out to be undercover cops, or SLED, which stands for South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. So we both received citations, which is basically just a piece of paper that says that you have to appear in court. But some of you may know them as MIPs. We actually got possession of false identification. So perhaps, so everyone here probably knows someone that's received an MIP, or perhaps you found yourself in a similar situation. The city and college have launched initiatives to reduce the prevalence of underage drinking around campus. Many of you have probably seen the fake ID 101 posters that are in establishments like CVS and AC's Bar and Grill. An alcohol prevention program at the college initiated these posters, and College of Charleston's crackdown on student drinking mirrors that of University of Delaware's efforts to do the same. In Blake Gumprink's book, The American College Town, in which case studies are done of college towns across the U.S., a columnist at UD notes that these efforts have led to a severe decline in campus social life, and said that what makes for a good notes that these efforts have led to a severe decline in campus social life, and that what makes a good night is not getting arrested or fined. Next, we'll talk about crime rate. Crime rate can take a wide range of forms, especially in a city which is more populated. So a few major areas of crime in Charleston and in any city are assault, simple and aggravated, robbery, burglary, and motor vehicle theft. According to Section 4 of the City of Charleston Police Department's website, in 2010, their most recently published annual report, there were almost 2,000 assaults, about 150 robberies, almost 600 burglaries, and over 200 thefts from vehicles. In a phone interview with Officer Jeff Pascal in the Charleston Police Department, in which I had him interpret these statistics, he noted the police departments often manipulate their statistics to make them look better than they actually are, so these facts could in actuality be even higher. I've also experienced the impact that crime has on life in Charleston. Just 2 weeks ago, I was assaulted, and I actually also have a friend that his freshman year was held at gunpoint for his wallet. So, under the student affairs section of our college's website, I found an annual security report with the safety initiatives that public safety has implemented. I'll speak briefly on 4, as there's too many to explain all of them in detail. We have all received the Cougar Alert testing by now, so that's one of them that all probably know, and I'm sure a lot of you have probably called Cougar Shuttle before, late night. And another program, abbreviated FAST, is one where students or professors can submit an anonymous report they're concerned about a student's well-being. This feature does not serve to punish anyone, it's just to give them help if they need it. And the first thing they say when you go in there is, you're not in trouble. I would know, because I've been there. A new program that you all may not have heard of, though, is called Peer Assistance Leaders, or PAL. It's basically when students in bright yellow jackets walk around local neighborhoods where a lot of students are known to live, and they are accompanied by a cop with that's not in uniform, and they offer assistance to students that need help getting home. So they do that from around 10:30 to 2 in the morning. Bars closed, and I have yet to see them for myself. I haven't seen them
I've never seen
at
them
all. Final issue I'll discuss is noise ordinances. To quote another article from the Post and Courier Online, in December 2009, Charleston County's ordinance prohibits noise louder than 75 decibels, which Roger M. Andrews, General Manager of BRC Acoustics and Technology Counseling in Somerville, said is almost ridiculously high. If the noise ordinance allotted level is so high, then why are there so many citations in Charleston for making too much noise? I don't know. My freshman year, my friend had a birthday party at the house that she was about to move into, and it was also our other friend's birthday party. So there were twice the amount of people at this party, and okay, so basically, eventually the police came to the party and broke it up, and they received a fine for about $1,000. I think it was a little over $1,000. I can still remember standing around the party and collecting money from everyone for the ticket, and needless to say, her birthday was ruined and the party was over. So, students at George Washington University, where my mom goes and my cousin graduated from, also face the issue of noise on their campus located within the city. In a January 2006 article I read in the New York Times, Kyle Stoneman, a student at GW, became fed up with the breaking up of parties at his school. After a party he threw the previous year was busted up, he decided to take matters into his own hands by planning another party. He reminisces, this time when the campus police showed up, they found 40 students and a table of cake and cookies all decorated with the word beer. We even set up a cake pong table. The look on the faces of the cops was priceless. He posted photographs of the party, including a portrait of one nonplussed officer. A university spokesperson, Tracy Sherrio, insists the noise complaints led the police to both parties. To conclude, I hope you all have learned more about the city in which we live that serves also as our campus, and 3 issues that we face on a day-to-day basis. That was the first time I gave it ever.
That was like 8 minutes and 30